Hi all, and welcome back to the Route 66 trip. This is the final section of the Route 66 trip, and we'll be starting this video in Missouri. So I'm now here at Uranus, Missouri for some Uranus fudge. There's also a Uranus sideshow, and there's Uranus ice cream shop. Unfortunately, the ice cream shop is closed, and that's really why I was here. I should have looked on Google Maps and saw that it doesn't open till Wednesday, but their slogan for the Uranus ice cream is one lick of Uranus and you're gonna go nuts. And I gotta tell you, I am way too immature and way too childish to be in this location. I cannot stop laughing at all the little slogans and photos and everything in this, I wouldn't even say it's called a town, but in this little section here in Missouri. So we'll go inside the fudge factory. So I guess that's where we'll head next. Let's go to Uranus Fudge Factory, and even that name cracks me up. Like I said, I'm way too childish to be here, but they know it. I mean, they're playing up on the childishness of it as well. So let's walk around a little bit. Belle is back in the RV over there, and she saw stay cool. Thank goodness for our Battle-Born batteries. I don't think I could have done this trip. Honestly, I don't think I could do this trip without them. Keeping her cool when I'm going out around and exploring in places that she's not allowed to go to, and like this little fudge factory that I'm about to go into. So let's go check it out. The jokes kind of keep on coming. As you're walking into the fudge factory, there's a sign that says the best fudge comes from Uranus. And as you can see here, they do have a lot of choices of fudge. I did buy some fudge, and the gift shop was much larger than I expected it to be. There's all kinds of items in store. So the fudge factory was a lot of fun. Definitely go in there, have a look around at the gift shop. There's a large gift shop in there too, and buy something, anything, because it's a lot of fun just to walk up to the counter and chat with the people behind the counter, because they got some pretty funny things to tell you depending on what you purchase. And I purchased a decent amount, so they had a lot of funny things to tell me about my purchases. Definitely check this place out. I mean, if you're just going by, this is right on 44. I'll put an address somewhere up here, but you can just Google it and find it, and definitely check them out. Now for a quick detour off of Route 66, I'm going to head into Metropolis, Illinois for something super. Hey everybody, as a longtime Superman fan, I am really excited to be out here in front of the Superman Museum. This is considered the world's largest Superman museum, although I wonder how many Superman museums there are around the world. So I'm going to bring you in there. I'll show you around. Yeah, let's go check it out. My video of this museum is not going to do it justice. I spent like 3 hours in this museum. I was like a kid in a candy store. You guys probably don't know this, but I'm just a huge Superman fan. I always have been. Christopher Reeve for me is my Superman, but I also grew up watching George Reeves. And this was cool. So what you're seeing here, everything in here, or almost everything in this room here, was actually in the TV show. So these props and stuff like that were actually filmed, being used in the show, and I thought that was really cool, and you'll see a lot more of that throughout. They got photos of Superman, paintings of Superman, they got toys of Superman. This is the Kirk Alyn suit that Kirk Alyn wore. He was, I think he's contributed to being the first on-screen Superman. That whole section there is just all toys of Superman. Coming in this room, they got some statues. I couldn't resist. I asked that guy if he could take a photo of me with Superman. I'll tell you, I really was a kid in a candy store here. This is Christopher Reeve and his Superman suit. This is the backpack from the original 1978 Superman movie. And then this is something I didn't realize, that Christopher Reeve wore a wig in every single Superman, including the original. This here is from Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. So they did more than just the movies, even like cartoon cells from the animated series. Well, I was going to say that tour was fantastic, but it was better than fantastic. It was super. and I definitely recommend go check it out. I was in there for a little over 2 hours. There's so much to see. I think even if you like Superman a little bit, you will find enjoyment in this museum. I highly, highly recommend you checking it out. They're doing construction to it. It sounds like the construction is going slow, but it sounds like they're going to build a second floor to it. That's not the building. I'm pointing to the wrong building. They're going to build a second level to it. So hopefully someday I can come back and check it out once that second level is done, because I had a smile on my face throughout that entire tour. I don't know what else to say about it. I just enjoyed it immensely. Back on the road, I found an original Route 66 brick road. This road was restored by hand, brick by brick, and this whole segment is 1.4 miles long, and it was finished in 1931. Belle and I just had a great lunch here in Illinois. We stopped at Docks off of 66. We had lunch. Actually ordered it to go, brought it back to the RV, because you guys know probably by this point, I don't like leaving Belle in the RV in parking lots for very long. She's perfectly fine in there, but you know, she just doesn't like being left alone. Nobody wants to be alone, I guess, especially Belle. So I got the food to go, but they let me take some photos inside the place, and I'll pop them up in here while I'm talking to you. It's a really cool place. So it used to be a pharmacy turned to a restaurant / bar, but they also do milkshakes, and they also do the old-fashioned style fountain drinks. So the guy made me a root beer, and they pour the syrup into the glass first and add ice and then the seltzer and mix it right all there in front of you. And I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever had like an old-fashioned style fountain drink like that. So it was really good. There's also plenty of parking for an RV. You can see, you know, I'm parked right back here. It's like in a square. Let me spin around. And I'm here on a Sunday, 11 o'clock in the morning when it first opened, so I had no problem. Belle wants to walk over here. I had no problem getting a spot. So if you're coming through Route 66, you're in Illinois, you're up towards Springfield, take a look on Google Maps, see where you're at and see how far this place is. It's definitely worth checking out, going in, grabbing something to eat. You can either sit in there, they have plenty of tables, or you can take food to go. So great little spot, definitely recommend it. Well, my friends, this is the end of my epic Route 66 trip. It's been a great time. I'm glad that you have joined me for this entire trip, this experience. As you know, this is very different for us. We're not typical RVers in the sense where we take our time and stop and sightsee along the way. This has been amazing for me and Belle, but this is the end of the road, shall we say. And I am at the Ambler-Beckler Texaco station out in Illinois. Google Maps said that this place was open. It is unfortunately not open. There's like a little museum inside, but it's still pretty cool just to stand outside here, take some photos. They have a little button up here. You push the button and it is a pre-recorded message giving you a little bit of history of the gas station. I also was able to pick up a little pamphlet on the history of the station as well. So I'll walk around. I'll let you guys view this station. It's in excellent condition. I'll throw the year up here somewhere to let you know just how old this station is. I was able to find parking just across the street. I could have probably pulled in here as well and maybe gotten some photos of the RV, but I didn't really see like a driveway per se to kind of drive up and out of, so maybe they rather you not drive onto this blacktop. I take that back. I see a charging station over here, so it is okay for you to drive up into, but that's okay. I'm fine just across the street. They also have a fun little photo shoot area over here. I'm gonna bring Belle over there and get some photos. I'll throw them up here too so that you can see them. So that's the end of the adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked the video, you can give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, follow us here on YouTube, and man, I just wish you guys continued safe travels. May your tires never lose grip. All right, everybody. Take care, safe travels, and I will catch you next time.